Hey Qigong, hope everyone's doing well. If you can hear a kind of padding in the background, that's my Chi dog, Betty over there, wagging her tail. Just like all animals, she likes a bit of extra Chi whenever she can get it. So as promised, today I'm going to be doing a video on sitting down, feeling Chi. If you've looked at the standing up video, 3 key elements really, and we need to do something slightly different. So 3 key elements are, we need to balance the mind, because balance comes from the mind, believe it or not. I need to do a session on that because I keep saying it, and I'm sure people wonder what I'm talking about, but I'll do a session on balance from the mind. Anyway, so 3 key elements. We want to balance the mind, we need to stimulate the nervous system, and we need to activate our Lagar points in the palms of our hands in order to generate Chi. But one thing I live and breathe this stuff every day, but I guess I just wanted to say something about actually what we're doing, because it is actually quite profound. If these exercises are, or my intention is for you to experience the cosmic force, the universal life energy, the very essence of the conscious universe between your hands. You know, how crazy is that? You know, even though we can feel the energy between our hands, we kind of miss out on the actual massiveness of what that actually means. You know, and that's kind of the purpose of what I'm trying to do here is enable you to experience these things for yourself, because that really is the only truth. You know, what you can see, feel, smell, taste, see with your own eyes. Everything else is you know, a story that we either believe or don't believe. But what I'm trying to do is get you to experience that this thing is real. So, and then once you can understand that, or understand that this energy is a real palpable evidence thing within your own experience. You know, if you follow me for a while, I'll teach you how to use that to you know, manifest whatever really, and use that energy in a positive way for life. So anyway, let's get started. So I've assumed that we're not able to stimulate the nervous system through the feet, but I think I've got a little shortcut where we may be able to do, or not may, we will be able to do balancing up the mind and stimulating Chi at the same time. So let's get started. So you need to find a chair, obviously, if you're not already in a chair. Barefoot if you can, not essential, but it helps. I'm in the studio, it's nice and quiet. I've got my little Chinese bells outside that are tinkling. I've got, every now and again, dog's tail wagging on the floor. It's nice and quiet, it's peaceful. A little bit of incense burning. I'm trying to drink plenty of water to be hydrated. Nice loose clothes. I'm not dressed as MC Hammer today. So let's get started. So feet flat on the floor if you can. Settle into the chair. We want our bum kind of back in the chair. A little gap between the legs. Palms facing upwards or to the sky, and just relaxed in the palm. A little bit of space between the armpits. Now what we're going to do first, we're going to do a little bit of breathing, and we're the purpose of this exercise is we're just going to try and calm the mind and balance the mind. So what we're going to do, we're going to just bring the hands up and just have them to the side, nice kind of loose, just pointing. Don't think about this too much, just nice and relaxed. A little bit of space between the armpits, but if you can, just have the index fingers so that they're you know, not kind of, you know, like this, they're relaxed, but where you can focus on the index finger. And all we're going to do is we're going to do a nice circle. And again, remember just to keep everything nice and relaxed. Just going to do a nice circle, and with the eyes we're going to follow the fingers around in a circle. So we're going to breathe in, just nice and easy, breathing in, following it round. As you get to the downward, we're just breathing out, nice and relaxed. And breathing in, and just following your fingers with your eyes. You're not doing big whirly circles, you're just nice and relaxed. There's a slight turn in the waist, so try not to, unless you're unable to kind of move the waist, but if you're able to, just slight turn in the waist. And just following the fingers, just following the fingers with the eyes. You know, we're not kind of, you know, being all animated, we're just nice and soft, nice and easy. We're just drawing a circle. Just drawing a nice circle and following that circle with the eyes. Don't overthink it, a little bit of space between the fingers, nice and relaxed, nothing tense. Just following the fingers with the eyes. Nice big round circle. If you can, breathing in as you come up, breathing in and out as you come down. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Now I can already feel my palms getting warm, but that's, I guess, normal for me. And if your palms aren't feeling kind of warm right now, don't worry about it, they will once you start kind of getting used to this stuff. So all I want you to do now is just bring the hands down and just rest them just in the lap, palms facing up. So nice calm mind, and you can do that just to relax at any point. It's a nice little exercise. So got a nice calm mind. So the next thing we need to do is stimulate the nervous system, and so we're not going to use the soles of our feet for this. So the next best place for the nervous system is the spine, right? So in order for us to stimulate the nervous system in the spine, what we're going to need to do is create a little bit of space between the vertebrae. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to stretch the spine up, and we're going to activate our lagars whilst keeping the shoulders relaxed. So I'll just show you what I mean. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hands up, breathing in, and then when I get to the chest, I'm going to turn my hands over so they're facing up to the sky, keeping a nice big space under the armpits, and then I'm pushing up, but watch my shoulders. I'm keeping my shoulders down, and I'm stretching my body up, but I'm keeping my shoulders down, and I'm creating tension in my wrists. Yeah, so what I'm doing here is I'm activating my lagar, and you should feel a little tension or a little current running down the forearm and down into on the outside of the armpit, and that's what we're trying to get going here. Is we're activating the chi centers in the hand, and we're trying to bring it down the arm, stretching the spine so that we can drop that chi and stimulate the nervous system all along the spine. So I'll just run through that again. I'll get you to follow me in a sec. So not nice and simple. The key elements of this exercise are to keep the shoulders down, and it's like the ceiling is coming down on you, and you are, you know, holding that ceiling up. It's not like you are, you know, climbing or pushing or stretching. I mean, that's a good exercise, but not for what we're trying to do here today. So remember, keep the shoulders relaxed, the tension in the wrists, and as you're doing that, you know, the spine is moving up. Okay, so I'll just show you that. So palms are facing up. I'm breathing in, turning the palms over as they come past the face, facing up to the sky. I'm pushing up. I'm following the palms just with my eyes. I'm not kind of stretching my neck back. I'm just following my palms up with the edge of my eyes. I'm keeping my shoulders relaxed. I'm keeping my shoulders down. I'm stretching my spine up, and I'm flexing and tension in the wrists. And then if I focus, I can feel that energy now coming down, down here into my arm. And then what I want to try and do is really try and feel the vertebrae having space between them, and that chi kind of sparking like the little neuroreceptors in the spine. So we're breathing in, turn the palms, we're pushing up, keeping the shoulders relaxed, our eyes are gazing upwards, and we are pushing. Don't kind of, you know, anything like that. We're just creating a little bit of tension in the palms, and then all we're going to do is we're going to relax. Palms come to face into the face. We're breathing out. Hands come down and to the left. So I'm just going to talk you through that one more time, and then I'll get you to follow me. Okay? So we're breathing in, and the palms are coming up. When they get to the chest, they're starting to turn outwards. When they come past the face, they're facing up. We are pushing up to the sky and creating tension in the wrists and keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed with a gaze slightly upwards. We turn the palms in, relaxing. We bring the hands down. When they get to the chest, we open and down. Okay, so follow me for this. So try and keep nice and relaxed. You know, we are stretching bits of the body and creating hopefully comfortable tension. If any of this is uncomfortable, you know, you're responsible for your health, same way as I'm responsible for mine. You know, so do what is within the boundaries of kind of your physical capabilities and abilities. Okay, so ready? So follow me. So breathing in, hands come up. Turn the palms, breathing out. Gaze up slightly, little tension. Breathing in. Hands come together, coming down. When you get to the chest, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Stretching the spine up. Really feel the space being created. Breathing out. And relaxing down into the spine. Once more. Okay, so the mind and body should now be in good shape. So all I want you to do now is keeping the back straight. Just bring the hands up a little bit less than shoulder width apart. A little bit of space between the fingers. Nice and relaxed, and a little bit kind of like a cup. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I want you to just focus your attention on the palms of your hands and the space in between them. I want you to breathe in, keep some space under the armpits, you know, nice relaxed shoulders sit into the body. I want you to breathe in and expand the hands open. So breathing in and breathing out. Bring the hands together, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. And focus your attention to the bit between the hands. Focus your attention between the palms of the hands. Not the hands, not the palm of the hands, bit between the hands. And this time when you bring your hands together, just stay a few centimetres apart. I just want you to do tiny little choo-choo trains. Little choo-choo trains. You're just rolling between the hands. Now back the other way. Feel that between your hands? It's like two opposing magnets. Feel that? Tiny little choo-choo trains. Okay, we're going to go and generate a bit more chi now, so we're going to breathe in. I'm going to breathe out. Breathe in, focus on the bit between the hands. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Back to little choo-choo trains. Nice and close together. Just roll in the hands. Yeah, hopefully you can see that motion. Shouldn't matter anyway, hopefully you can actually feel that between your hands now. Yeah, like two opposing magnets. That's chi. That's the universal life force. Now it feels different in the body, but I'm really praying that you can feel that. If you're not feeling it, that's okay. Just go back to the exercises. But that's really cool. Okay, so hopefully you can feel that. So what we're going to do with this then? Well, you can actually stretch it and squash it. You can hold the ball and turn it. You know, once you get used to it, and know what it is, you can kind of do a lot with it. However, I think what might be nice is bathing in this stuff. So what we're going to do is just get a bit more together. So breathing in, nice big and wide. Breathing out, really squash all of that chi together. Breathing in, expand it all out. Breathing in, squashing it all together. And this time, just want you to bring your palms together, and I want you to rub them. Like really rub them so they're super hot, and even more super so they're burning. Right, really rub the palms, and then we're going to bathe in this. So scrunch up all the skin around the face. I'm not going to worry about my mascara or my lipstick. I'm just squashing and washing all in my face, all of that beautiful chi. And then I'm smoothing over the top of my head, the sides of my head, the back of my head, the back of the ears and neck, to the side of the neck, the top of the shoulders, bringing all that beautiful chi down my body, down the rib cage, down the front of my thighs, and to my knees. Cool. So I'd love to hear if you experienced Qi, what it felt like for you. So I'll do a load more videos on what we can actually do with that. Keep up the practice, stay tuned, and have a blessed day. Take care.